So now I want to talk a little bit about decoding strategies or text generation strategies to control the randomness. And so here in the previous section, we've seen that the model starts overfitting to the training set. And by design, models, it's essentially at some point will learn how to generate the next token as it appears in the training set. So memorizing. And in practice, no matter what LLM you use, whether it's through ChatGPT or other providers, usually they implement a sampling strategy that uses either top K or top P sampling and a temperature scaling. And I wanted to talk a bit about that and how that works. So before, what we did is we implemented this generate text simple function, or we used the generate text simple function, which we have here in chapter 4. So in chapter 4, we implemented generate text simple. And here what we did is we always grabbed the token with the highest probability. So, and if the model is well trained, this will ideally correspond to the target token ID. So that is what we want during the training. The model needs to have a reference for learning. So we want the model to learn how to generate these target token IDs. But then when we use this exact method, it will exactly try to memorize the training data. So let me actually see something. So if you look here at the generated texts, I'm pretty sure if we take some of the text and go into the verdict and just search for it, we can see that these actually occur in the training set. So this was actually non-planned. I just did this spontaneously, and I'm glad this worked out. So we can see some of the words or phrases that it uses in that specific order, they come directly from the training set. And that is just due to overfitting or just memorizing the training set. And that's just like an artifact or a side effect, depending on, or it's a side effect of the training essentially, because we want the model to generate the target token IDs. But then during inference, we don't always want the model to memorize, right? So we want the model to be a bit more creative. And so in this, in the following videos or sections, I will explain techniques that we can use to make the model more creative. And like I mentioned before, most LLM providers are using these techniques under the hood. It's just not visible to the user. But yeah, to start, because it has been a while, just to show you again what we have. So we have trained the model. I would say let's just move it to the CPU to make things simpler. You can keep working on the GPU, but for simplicity, let's just move things back to the CPU, put the model into evaluation mode to disable dropout and everything. And then we will use the generate text simple function on the model, and we will use our familiar, start context, generate 25 tokens, and look at the output. And so this is something that we will use now as a reference. And then I will show you in the upcoming sections how we can improve this to improve the creativity of our model.
Get this book at Manning.com.